From the Duchess of Bavaria to American royalty, Mary Lou Whitney, in just over a century, presenting the fascinating story of historic ruby and diamond tiara. The Austrian Wildflower tiara, renowned for its exquisite artistry, showcases a stunning arrangement of 75 rubies and 1,900 diamonds. Crafted in silver and gold, the tiara is adorned with a motif inspired by wild roses and dewdrops and trombone, featuring settings on springs that impart a captivating fluttering effect with every movement. Previously in the possession of Mary Lou Vanderbilt in the 20th century, the tiara is believed to have a historical connection to the Austrian Empress Elizabeth, also known as Sissi. Before we start, please support our channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. This exceptional tiara was auctioned at Sotheby's in December 2020 as part of estate sale of the late Mary Lou Whitney. Born Mary Louise Schroeder in Kansas City, Missouri on December 24, 1925, Mary Lou aspired to pursue a career in acting, leading her to relocate to New York. In her first marriage to Frank Horsford of the prominent John Deere family, she bore 4 children. However, the union concluded after a decade. It was during her separation from Mr. Horsford that she encountered the businessman Cornelius Vanderbilt, commonly known as Sonny Whitney. Sonny, a descendant of the distinguished Vanderbilt and Whitney families, grew up amid considerable affluence and privilege. His mother, Gertrude Vanderbilt, known for founding the Whitney Museum of American Art, and his father, Harry Payne Whitney, an influential figure in the realm of horse racing, contributed in this notable lineage. Sonny himself ventured successfully into various business enterprises, including thoroughbred ownership, breeding, and film production. The union between Mary Lou and Sonny, despite a considerable age difference of 25 years, culminated in marriage in 1958, marking Mary Lou as his 4th wife. Their enduring and contented marital bond resulted in the birth of a daughter. During her years with Sonny, Mary Lou would begin her lifelong passion for horses and the trough. Through her devotion to breeding and racing horses, Mary Lou built a life not just in Kentucky but at Caddy Hill, her estate in Saratoga Springs, a beloved town she would support until her death. During the course of their marriage, one notable acquisition by Cornelius Vanderbilt, Sonny Whitney for Mary Lou was a captivating 19th century diamond and ruby tiara. Described by Harry Winston in his publication, The Court of Jewels, the tiara is characterized as a diadem in the design of delicate sprays of sparkling wild roses and diamonds with rubies, fern brakes, and small flowers from the glittering court of Emperor Faraz Joseph. Comprising 1,900 diamonds, with 75 ingeniously crafted in the form of Duchess wild roses, the tiara employs the French technique of entrombone, wherein each diamond is set on miniature springs, inducing a subtle bouncing effect as the wearer moves, emitting miniature flashes of light. I enjoy wearing it because it's light and so well distributed, Mary Lou once told a reporter, noting, "A heavy tiara can ruin a woman's evening." Bestowed as a wedding gift by Sonny Whitney, the tiara held sentimental value as he remarked, "You are my queen and every queen needs a crown." Its symbolism extended beyond the personal, reflecting Whitney's personality, a sentiment echoed by Catherine Beckett, head of sales for Magnificent Jewel Sales. "She could certainly pull off a tiara, which is not something most people can do," says Beckett. She was widely known to be a force of nature, someone who light up the room. To wear something like that tiara or the David Webb rings takes confidence, and she had it in spades. In an interview with the Palm Beach Post, Mary shared her experience of wearing the tiara, recounting moments on the dance floor at the breakers where the floral elements attached to tiny springs responded to her every step. Reflecting on her affinity for antique jewelry, Mary conveyed a sense of joy and confidence, stating, "I hold my head up and smile when I wear mine." In response to an inquiry in the 1990s regarding the limited prevalence of tiara wearing, Mary succinctly remarked, "Most people don't have them." She further expounded, stating, "It's not very practical to have one unless you are royalty." Her demeanor did not suggest a quest for additional diadems to augment her collection. "It's the only one I have," she clarified. The correspondent from the Palm Beach Post offered an editorial comment stating, "And the only one she needs." Post Mary Lou's demise, Sotheby's curated a sale of items from her estate, with the tiara standing out as a prominent jewel in the auction. The lot notes detail its features as of garden design, featuring floral and foliate motifs, pave set with old mined, old European, pear, single and rose-cut diamonds, accented with cushion-cut and round rubies. It was presented alongside its fitted case, adding to its historical and aesthetic allure. In a 1991 interview with the Palm Beach Post, Mary explicitly stated that she was only 32 when Sonny presented her with the tiara. Sonny had acquired the piece from Harry Winston in New York. The auction notes additionally detail a handwritten message on Mary Lou's stationery, providing provenance shared by the firm. This delicate and exquisite Austrian tiara traces its origin back to the days of Franz Joseph and stood as one of the most magnificent ornaments in the Viennese court. The design and motif showcase sprays of sparkling wild roses and frozen dewdrops, crafted in silver and gold and adorned with diamonds and rubies. Beyond merely dating the tiara to the era of Franz Joseph, Sotheby's notes claim it to be from the collection of Empress Elizabeth of Austria. However, establishing the provenance is an arduous task, and the auction house seems unable to firmly link the tiara to the legendary Empress Sissi, popularized through 17th century German films. Providing whether the Empress ever wore the tiara remains nearly impossible. Nevertheless, the piece gains an intriguing historical layer due to its time with Mary Whitney. In the summer of 1967, burglars raided her Saratoga Springs home, making off with most of her jewelry. Despite the loss, she mentioned to Ladies' Home Journal that she still has her tiara and pearls. While the tiara's provenance to Empress Elizabeth remains unverified, Mary was unwavering in her belief. She once recounted to the New York Times an incident to a royal wedding in Austria where a fellow guest asked if she planned on returning it. Mary took pleasure in sharing the tiara story, highlighting its imperial provenance, and even sharing a rather morbid detail. The tiara's case was smashed with blood, believed to be a result of Elizabeth's assassination in Geneva in 1898. On 9 December 2020, Sotheby's offered for sale significant pieces from the Whitney's collection, including a 19th century tiara, a carved emerald patterned by David Webb, and perhaps the rarest find of all, a string of natural pearls, meaning each edition occurred spontaneously in the wild, purchased from Cartier in 1950. To get a strand with this size of natural pearls would take years and years to put together, says Catherine Beckett. I haven't handled a strain of this caliber since we sold pearls that once belonged to the Duchess of Windsor 10 years ago. The lot description also included information that the pearls came from the collection of Empress Eugenie, the wife of Napoleon III. The tiara sold for $226,800 and a rare natural pearl and diamond necklace went under the hammer for a fabulous $1,653,500. Thank you for watching this video. Share your impressions in the comments and support our channel by subscribing and liking. Thank you.